I'm John Tellis, I'm News Analysis Editor.
And I'm Catherine McConaughey, the Digital Media Editor at ITWeb.
And I'm Tallulah Habib, I'm the Social Media person.
We're here today to talk about the new Myspace, complete with its shiny new redesign.
From seeing the preview video of what they were planning on doing with the new Myspace, I was really excited about the fact that you could actually, well at least it looked like, you could just import your details from Facebook and some of your albums and things like that. So it didn't seem like it had that extra work factor. Like, because obviously its differentiators that it's music focused. So now that would be perfectly fine if I can still just have my social side just easily taken care of.
Yeah.
Like, immediately by just, clicking a button.
But that's not replicate it.
Yes.
That's the problem. I also noticed that because it said connect with Facebook. So I thought, wonderful, it's going to pull through all of the bands I've already said that I like.
And it doesn't, yes.
It just doesn't.
Yes. I think we all noticed that the integration very shallow, so it looked like it was going to tie in and then nothing.
Even with Google Plus, it was a little bit easier because at least it pulled some information that it already had about me.
Right.
So it doesn't seem like so much work.
There's definitely interface friction here, that it is intimidating. It's a completely new interface. I don't know about you guys, I found myself completely lost in it, trying to make easy things happen.
Instead of going down, you have to go across.
Right.
Yes. Sometimes you have to make sure the mouse is in the right place before you can actually use the cursor.
I think it's built for touch. Because if you go to the search thing as well, big search bar taking up the top part of the page, nothing on the bottom of the page because they expect the keyboard to come up if you're on a tablet.
Yeah,
Have you tried it on a tablet though? No. It's completely broken.
Very image focused with a small thing of text. Yeah, awesome for tablets if it worked.
If it worked, but it doesn't, and there's no native app. I took kind of the exact opposite approach from you. I didn't worry about my profile at all, left it completely blank. Thought, I'll just try to use this to engage with artists. One of the things that I found very quickly though is it's really hard to actually connect to these artists. You search for an artist, browse to them. Most of the time it's a fake profile that someone else has created to upload music, and apparently they have some real copyright issues. When you do find a band and their music, I still have no idea how to actually connect with them.
I was looking for some death cab for QT thing, obviously wanting to actually connect with the band's page. But then somehow I see in my stream or whatever it's called that I just connected with a song. How can you connect with a song? Like, what does that even mean?
I know the answer, okay? It's, again, that's another problem, is you have to learn this whole new lingo. Because there's this thing called mixes. Like for me, a mix is taking two songs and putting them together as one song. That's a mix. What it actually is it's a playlist.
Right.
And you can connect with songs that you then add to your playlist. And your playlist, you can also make into a radio station that other people can follow.
I really get the feeling they're trying to take on Spotify, Pandora, Last.fm, Grooveshark and the rest. But there's lots of them and they're very good.
Like the Discover feature on Myspace. Where are they getting these trending stories from? Why can't I filter them according to the things that actually interest me?
Exactly, and it's like too much information.
Yeah.
It doesn't even seem to filter it by Myspace.
Exactly, and there's no genre or anything like that I've noticed that I was able to find.
There's Justin Bieber right in there with Lana Del Rey and like...
Well, I have artists in my stream, but it doesn't filter the Discover based on similar artists or people who like similar artists. Or
Discover has a mind of its own.
We're all very experienced with social media and online services, and if none of us can figure it out, either we have a high opinion of ourselves or they have some real problems.
I think it is something that I would use. I would like to put together a playlist of my favorite artists without having to buy the songs and try out new songs.
But why wouldn't you just use Symphy?
If your differentiator is going to be the visuals, then again, that's a problem. It's such an image-heavy site. I can't actually imagine ever using it on my phone, even if it did work properly.
I'd love to hear from South African artists who are using it, because there are a lot of South African artists on Myspace from the old days. They used it very effectively. It was a great way of getting your music out there. I'd love to hear from them whether they still think it's effective for that.
But that's also something I noticed when I was trying to discover people in my area. And when I'd click on their profile, it would be this very sparse thing where they put up their profile picture and you can see that they just abandoned shit.
And
just like everyone else. So that's a really disturbing trend, and it's sad for MySpace.
And if Google Plus couldn't take off with Google's backing, you're going to need a whole lot more than some fancy visuals.
I think they might have gone live too soon, because if they really were still working on trying to get that proper integration with other social networks so you can just import your stuff, they should have waited until they could have done that. They shouldn't have just gone like, ooh, Justin's got a new single, let's go with this.
Yeah.
Which is a mistake that Google Plus made as well. Went live too soon and there wasn't enough there to keep people there.
Right.
And people aren't very forgiving. They're going to try it once, and if they don't like it, that's it.
So, will you go back?
I think I will. I'd like to play with it a bit more, but if I run into the same frustrations as you obviously have, I don't know, because it's not offering me anything that I can't get elsewhere.
Kath, how about you?
Yeah, I don't have time for something that's that much work and that's frustrating. I want to be able to go into it, find exactly what I'm looking for, find the songs that I'm looking for, create the playlist that I want, and listen to it. I don't want to have to spend 2 hours trying to figure out just how to get back to my profile page or something like that. I'll be interested to see, how they continue to develop it, and then hopefully once they get that social integration with other platforms, then maybe I'll go back there. But right now, no.
So, a thumbs down all around, but a hopeful thumbs down. Let's see what the readers think. Let's see what South African artists come back with. I can't see myself using it instead of Simply. It's not good enough. It's nice to have a local product that is, and so I can't see it competing with Spotify and Pandora and Last.fm, and I can't see it competing with Facebook. So I'd love to hear from people who really do embrace it.
Yeah, cool.
Let us know.
Comments. We love comments.